Yo, what it do was good YouTube, Coco Cop here, and today guys, I'm going to bring you guys Season 7 Week 7 challenges for this week in Fortnite. Now in today's guide, I'm going to be going over all 7 challenges, basically how to complete them easily and quickly. So with this week's challenges, we're going to be going over challenges like visit all the expedition outposts. Of course, I know all the locations and the easiest way to get them done, and also land at stages and how to quickly search chests and name locations. Without further ado, let's hop into all 7 challenges. The first challenge, which is to visit all expedition outposts. Of course, I know where those are located. Challenge number 2 is to use a rift to go in different matches, a total of 3. Challenge number 3 is pistol eliminations. You need a total of 3 of those. Challenge number 4 is a land at stages. Challenge number 5 is a search chest in Leaky Lake or Frosty Flights, total of 7. Challenge number 6 is to destroy flying X4 stormwings. Challenge, and the final challenge number 7 is to deal damage, 3 stages. So without further ado, we're gonna hop into the first challenge, which is to visit all expedition outposts. Now right now I'm gonna pop up a map of basically where all the outposts are. And this is pretty much easy. You can really get this done in one match, depending on how the storm moves in on what one in the match that you join. So if you do this in solos, it's gonna be I would say it's going to be a little challenging, but it's possible to get at least 4 out of the 7 completed, because the 4 that I'm talking about is up near Pleasant Park, and then basically you want to connect those 4 basically on the north side of the map, and you should have 4 out of 7 outposts done in one match. You don't have to complete it all in one match just to get it done and out of the way, but honestly I wouldn't even focus on that challenge right away. I would focus on these other challenges. The next challenge that we're going to go over, challenge number 2, is basically to use a rift to go in different matches. Now you need to basically find a rift to go in 3 different matches and use it. Now the easiest way they could do this is basically join a big game mode, because the big game modes have a better spawn rate of everything, and you have a higher chance of finding a rift to go. So what I mean by that is I would hop in the squads or any LTM that is out when these challenges are live to be able to get that challenge done. Challenge number 3 is pistol eliminations. Basically, pistol eliminations, they're doing this because they released a new pistol, the scope revolver, and they basically want you to use it or any other pistol. You can use any other pistol like the silenced pistol, the regular pistol, and also the new scoped pistol. What I recommend for this though is hopping into solos, and whatever pistol you find, basically use it. The pistol that I recommend to use is a silenced pistol, because not only does it do a lot of damage, but headshot wise it does a lot of damage, and also it's suppressed, so the enemy won't know where the shots are coming from. If you're good with it, you can use the scoped revolver as well, which will count for that as well, which is pretty easy to use. But if you're not good at aiming, then go for a regular pistol. Moving on to the next challenge, challenge number 4, we're going to go over the land at stages. There's a total of 5 name locations that you have to land at. Basically, first is land at Salty Springs. The second one is Happily Hamlet. The third one is Wailing Woods. The fourth one is Junk Junction, and then the 5th one is Paradise Bombs. So those are all 5 locations that you have to land at. So basically, once you join the match, you make sure you want to land at that first stage location, which is Salty Springs. And then once you die or win the game, you want to go ahead and respawn. And then once you jump off the battle bus, the second one is go to Happy Hamlet, and so forth and so on. So that challenge is not too hard. It's going to take you 5 tries, of course, because you have to do it in separate matches. Moving on to the next challenge we're going to go over is basically to destroy X4 Stormwings. Now this one is a little challenging. Basically, to destroy it, honestly you can get it done with the other challenge, which is to visit the expedition outpost. When you land there, basically you can pickaxe a plane, or if you have an AR, go ahead and shoot the AR, because the AR does a consistent amount of damage, and the health of the plane will go down significantly. Or if you were thrown around and nobody's around, you could go ahead and pickaxe it if you don't want to make too much noise. But that one's pretty easy. Moving on to the next challenge, which is a search chest at Leaky Lake or Frosty Flights. But this one as well, I would probably recommend you go to Frosty Flights if you're working on destroying X4 planes, because those do spawn at Frosty Flights as well. So you can basically get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone basically. Chest wise though, I believe Leaky Lake has more chests than Frosty Flights. So if you want to just focus on searching the 7 chests or whatever, then go ahead and go to Leaky Lake. But both locations will be crowded, so you will be battling other players depending on what game mode you in. Basically I would probably recommend doing it in solo, so that way you can get your chest and then die and then respawn and do it again if you don't get it done in one match. And then the final stage we're going to be going over is basically deal damage stage, deal damage to opponents. Stage 1 is to deal 200 damage, stage 2 is 300 damage, and then the final stage is 400 damage. And you also have to do this in a single match. So what I recommend for this is one of the big team game modes as well. So that way, you can consistently, like, if it's Team Rumble is still up, I believe it is, I would recommend going in that, so that way you can get that. That's easy. That's just an easy challenge to get done. But I wouldn't worry about that one as well. I was worried about getting the other ones finished before you even consider doing the deal damage challenge, because you get that done as you play the game. So those are all 7 challenges for this week in Fortnite. I hope you guys enjoyed, and without further ado, I am out. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.